Everybody, you know how to get your roll on.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a really exciting video. I've been wanting to sit down and film this video for a long time because I know you guys want to see it. So today's video is my drugstore favorites. I'm going to show you guys all of my favorite drugstore makeup products. Before we get started, I do want to ask you guys to subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up at the end if you guys do like it. And let's just get right into the video. So I'm going to start with foundations. You guys probably, if you've been watching me for a while, you guys know that I used to love the L'Oreal Pro Glow. What is it? The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I still love this formula. Super natural and it's really beautiful, but I think it breaks me out. So I've kind of like stayed away from L'Oreal products for the most part. I think maybe I have one or two. But I think something in L'Oreal products break me out, and I wish they didn't because I love their products so much. I had to stop using this. I felt like it was breaking me out, and the one that I'm going to show you guys in a minute doesn't break me out. So yeah, if you guys use this and it doesn't break you out, you're lucky. It's just such a good formula, but it just doesn't work for me, so it's a bummer. But this is a good one if you don't have sensitive skin. The one that I have been wearing on a day-to-day basis, I'm actually not wearing foundation today. I wonder if you guys can tell. I'm just wearing concealer today and some bronzer. Wow. And I did my brows and I have lashes on, obviously, and lipstick, but I'm not wearing foundation. I do wear the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, either the matte and poreless or the dewy and smooth, depending on like what look I'm going for. I can usually wear both without like anything looking too crazy. I really like this foundation. I find that the matte and poreless is a bit more full coverage than the dewy and smooth version, but they're both really great. They don't break me out and they're just good foundations. Obviously matte foundations tend to last a little bit longer and have more coverage, but I do like this one for like a natural makeup day. I'll just put a thin layer of this on and it's more dewy. So I love these. They are super inexpensive. I think they're like $6.99 a piece. Okay, moving on to concealers. I have actually quite a few concealers. The first one I want to talk about is the one that I'm wearing today, and I have been wearing a lot, and it's the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Concealer Camouflage Corrector, and mine is in the shade Light. So I'm not sure how many shades they have of the concealers. Usually concealers have terrible shade ranges, but I'd have to look into that. What drew me to this one though was that it is for acne. So I just put this on any spots that I want to conceal when I'm not wearing foundation. So like I have a couple of breakouts right now that I just threw this on, and I feel like because it is meant for like acne, it's supposed to fight acne, I just feel better about putting this over my blemishes. This is what I'm wearing today and I love this one. Some other ones that I do really love, you guys have seen before in my videos. These are the Maybelline Fit Me Concealers. I love these under the eyes. Not so much to spot conceal, I don't know why. I just feel like I break out more often if I use these like anywhere else but under the eyes. I don't know if it's these, you guys, my skin is just crazy anyway, but I love these under the eyes because they never look cakey on me and they never look, like they never crease and look crazy on me. A lot of concealers that I wear look really gross under my eyes for some reason, but these don't. And I will say neither does this one. This one looks really good under the eyes as well. So I love these and I love to use them on clients. They work with a lot of different skin types. I have the shades Sand and Fair, and I think I have Light as well. Sand is like my perfect skin tone match if I did use this to spot conceal, but yeah, I kind of. Then of course the LA Girl Pro Concealers. I just grabbed this one because I have a ton of shades of this. So I really love these. They're not super full coverage. They're not really matte. They're definitely more of a natural looking concealer. What do you need, honey? Will you give me a glass of water? I'm sweating. So this is a more natural looking concealer. These are $3, I think. And I get mine, where do I get mine? I think CVS has these. And they're just really great concealers. The only thing I will say is that if you let these get old, they like spit water at you when you try and squeeze them out. So yeah, shake them up good and don't let them get too old because they do get pretty gross after a while. They have a huge shade range, so I just have a ton of these. Okay, so moving on to my favorite brow products from the drugstore. These are the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definers. I really like this brow pencil. I swear this is the same brow pencil as the Anastasia one. It's like the same formula and consistency. I don't know. I think the reason I like these the most is because they're really small tip pencils, so you can get those hair-like strokes and they just look really natural. And most of the time at the drugstore, it's really hard to find an ashy brow pencil. And they do have really nice ashy toned colors. They have this spoolie on the end, which is really nice and convenient. I use these every single day and I just love how my brows turn out. So if you haven't tried these yet, I definitely recommend those ones. For mascara, obviously, you guys see me use these in every video that I put mascara on in. These are the L'Oreal Voluminous Black Mascaras. I have waterproof and regular. I use the waterproof one for my lower lash line just so I don't get like those little smudges down there. These are just really good. They're simple. They're really black. I just like these a lot because when I am wearing false lashes, these are like the blackest mascaras that I've tried, and they just really blend your natural lashes with your false lashes. If you guys haven't tried the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Blackest Black, you guys should definitely try this one. I love this one if I am going to do a wing liner. I don't do them anymore. Wing liner is kind of like not a thing anymore. It's sad. But I do like this one because it doesn't transfer and it dries down matte and it is very black. And I will also use this just to do like a simple line so that my false lashes blend as well. This is honestly the only liner that I ever use. So, okay, what should we talk about next? My all-time favorite contouring product from the drugstore is the Wet n Wild MegaCushion Contour. I will say that sometimes I can't find this for some reason, like they only have the color correcting shades, but this one is so perfect. This is the perfect contour shade when it blends out, and it doesn't come out like as dark as it looks in the sponge. It's just like the perfect shade, and it's not too heavy, and it never looks muddy, and it's just really, really nice. Last time I was at Walgreens, I bought 2 of these because I really love these and I don't want to run out. Love that, and these are like $4 a piece. So if you haven't tried this one yet, check it out. It's really good. So moving on to bronzers, powder bronzers. I really like the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. Obviously, this is like a cult favorite right now. I think the reason I like this one is because it is very neutral. It does have a tiny bit of sheen to it, so it's just a nice like summer bronzer. I just love this one. The only thing is the smell. Sometimes I just can't do scents. I just can't. Scents just bother me sometimes. I'm like doing somebody else's makeup with this. I don't like the scent. I will get past it for this bronzer. This is a really, really good summer bronzer, and I do have it on today. I just like swirled it basically all over my face, and I think it's just the perfect shade. The LA Girl Pro Face HD High Definition Matte Pressed Powder in the shade True Bronze. So this is like a pressed powder. It's not labeled as an actual bronzer, but I just get the shade True Bronze, and I like this one because when I am freshly tanned, this one is a good match. It is a little bit more warm. It's not so neutral, so it just gives a nice like warmth to the skin. And it's matte, which I love. I love a matte bronzer. I think it just looks the most natural on the skin. These are obviously really inexpensive too. They are LA Girl. Everything from LA Girl is like crazy, cheap, and super good. So I love that one. So I have 3 brushes. So I have 3 blushes I want to talk to you guys about. The first one is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. If you haven't heard of this, you have been living under a rock because this is everybody's favorite blush. And for a good reason. So it's just a really beautiful peachy toned blush. And it does have a bit of a golden like sheen to it. So once you apply it to your cheeks, it will give you a little bit of a highlighted look. But it's not overpowering. It just looks like you've been out in the sun and you have like a little bit of sweat. So I love this one. I also love the LA Girl Just Blushing Blush in the shade Just Natural. I like this one because it is all matte, and I think it's a really nice neutral pink shade. I just apply a little bit, and it's just a very pretty matte blush. This one is LA Girl as well, so I think this one was like $4. Okay, so I just recently picked this one up, but I know that it's already a favorite because I used it for a problem that I never thought I could fix, and it fixed it. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and mine is in the shade Fair Light. So basically, with every concealer I've tried in my entire life, when I apply it under my eyes and I set it with a powder, it looks dry. Whether it's a dewy concealer or a matte concealer, obviously matte is going to look a little more dry, but literally every concealer I've ever applied under my eyes, I will get like really, it will just look really bad. Until I tried this. I set my concealer with this and it looked beautiful. It looked so smooth. I've never had my under eyes look so good. Like in real life, when I was up close looking in the mirror, it just looked like I wasn't wearing any powder, and that is exactly what I have wanted for a long time. I've heard a lot of people rave about this, so I just wanted to try it, and it definitely lives up to the hype. This is really, really a great powder. I have a little bit on my face today just to set the concealer down in some areas before I went in with the bronzer. But I'm definitely going to go pick up a bunch of these because I don't ever want to run out of this. I have also never been able to bake using powder. Obviously that's how you bake. And then I was like, okay, this looks really good under my eyes. Should I try and bake with it? And I did. I baked under my eyes, and I have very dry skin, and this still looked freaking amazing. So if you can get anything out of everything that I've said, I would definitely pick this one up. Okay, what should we do? Oh, okay, so I have one setting spray that I truly love from the drugstore, and it is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. It says 16-hour wear. I don't know if that's true. That's like, everybody makes crazy claims. No one really wears their makeup that long, at least I don't. So I have no way of testing that 16-hour wear, but I do feel like it does prolong my makeup, especially on days like this where I'm not wearing a ton of makeup. So I want whatever I have on to last. I will spritz this on, and I feel like it does make it last a little bit longer. This one also has a really nice little spritzer, so you're not like, it's not like spitting on your face in like clumps, and it smells really great. So I feel good about this spray when I'm using it on other people. They always comment how good it smells, and it obviously does its job, so I really like that one. I also have some brushes that I wanted to mention from the drugstore. The first one being the e.l.f. small stipple brush, and it just looks like this. I use this one with the Wet n Wild cushion. I will just stamp it in there and kind of do like little circles to contour my face, and I think these pair beautifully together. I like the stippling brushes for cream contour because I feel like they just blend creams out beautifully and they don't apply too much product at a time. This brush is like $3 and I absolutely love it, and I use it all the time. Another one that I really, really like from the drugstore is this Real Techniques setting brush. Looks like that. It is smaller, and I use this one to pat out concealer under my eye. This one is like fluffy and soft enough that it just blends out concealer really well. I like to use this brush on clients because it is kind of hard to get a beauty blender like right under a client's eye without them feeling a little bit uncomfortable, so I will just go in with this one instead. And I also like this for like blending around the nose and like hard to reach areas. It never leaves like any foundation or concealer streaky, so that one's super good. And I have the e.l.f. blush brush, which I don't use for blush. Flat, and then like a paddle shape. And I use this to use a little bit of powder to set my under eyes and like other smaller areas of my face. And I think it does the job really well. It's really soft. These e.l.f. brushes are so cheap and they're so good. So the last couple of items that I have are lip products. And I only have a few that I really, really love from the drugstore that I've bought over and over again. The first one's being the NYX lip liners in the shades Peekaboo Neutral and Natural. Natural is the exact shade of my natural lip color, and Peekaboo Neutral is pretty similar, but it's a little more pink, and that is what I have on today. And then the last product I have is a pretty recent purchase, but I absolutely love it, and it's the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Mocha Twist. Mine is really beat up because I have had it in my purse since I bought it, and it is what I have on my lips today. This gloss is just really beautiful. It's really glossy, and it is very similar to my natural lip color, so I will just pair this with either the natural liner from NYX or the Peekaboo Neutral one, which I have on today, and I have this on top. So I really love this. It does have a little bit of a minty, like, plumping feeling. I'm not sure if it actually plumps my lips. I don't think it does, but I kind of like a little bit of a mint tingle. It's sheer, but it does have a little bit of a color to it to add to your natural lip color. So I love that one. Obviously it's e.l.f., so it's really inexpensive and super good. And that is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to get it up for you guys. And you guys ask a lot about drugstore products, so I wanted to let you guys know my favorites, and I hope you guys liked it. If you guys did like it, obviously give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Get you a new outfit. Girl, that's just some child's play. Bounce that shit like, whoa.